We're here at Salina High Banks just before action's getting set to go, and we've got Thomas Tillison with us right now, one of the drivers that's made all the USMTS shows so far. You have a favorite moment of the season to this point?
I would have to say King of America is probably one of our better moments. It's one of the first tracks we've had almost all year. It's been nice and smooth and slick and racy, and we seem to do a little better with that rather than the ruts and the heavy stuff.
It seems like at Humboldt's kind of interesting because the turns are different, the straightaways are different. No really any part of that track's the same. Was it hard for you to initially kind of get a hold of that place?
You know, 2 or 3 years ago when we first raced there, it was a little bit tougher. But the cool thing about Humboldt is it seems that they're pretty consistent with their surface. It usually races top to bottom, and for a small track, it really races fast, and it's a fun track to race on.
Last night, Lakeside Speedway had one of your better runs so far this season. Tell everybody about that, and just kind of your thoughts the day after.
Yeah, we had the car was really good in the heat race. I think we started 7th, ran up to 3rd, but for some reason it was really abrasive on right rears. We actually burned off our right rear there with about 3 laps to go, or we may have even been able to win that race. It seemed like the track got a little bit tougher to race on as the night went on. The ruts got a little bit bigger. And in the end, that's what the problem was. We just couldn't drive the car in the corner and keep the frame rail off the ground. And if that wouldn't have been the case, I mean, I think it would have been a top 2 or 3 car. But as the race went on, it got rougher and rougher, and we just couldn't keep the frame off the ground.
I've made no bones about it. Salina High Banks here, one of my absolute favorite racetracks, if not my favorite racetrack. You excited to get out here this evening? I
am. I raced here for the first. You know, I'm from Oklahoma. I raced here the first time last year, and unfortunately, I thought Salina High Banks was in Kansas.
Oh, no.
It's like forever, and I've raced all over the state of Oklahoma for the last 15 years and never knew this was here. I think it's an awesome, awesome racetrack. It races really fast, races wide. It did rubber up last year, but it was really smooth, really racy early on, and hopefully, if we can get away from the rubber up, we'll have a real good racetrack tonight.
So tell us a little bit about your experience behind the wheel, what got you into racing, and a little bit just kind of turn the page back with us here a little bit.
Well, in '99, I was going through a divorce and ornery, getting in trouble, whatever, and a friend of mine, Bob Womack, came to me and he said, "Hey, why don't you use some of that energy at the racetrack?" So he introduced me to racing. We started in full-body cars, wreaked havoc in the full-body car here in Oklahoma and all states around for about 5 or 6 years. Then we got into some asphalt racing, Titus Series, Romco Series, down in Texas, had some real good luck there, and then moved into the modifieds and been racing modifieds ever since.
And what keeps you busy during the week? Something in the communications business,
yeah.
Isn't that right?
Yeah, well, I started a company in '96. We build telecommunication tower sites for like AT&T, Sprint. It's not a huge company. We've got about 10 employees, but that keeps me really busy during the week. But what's really kind of helped our game this year, we brought on Jeff Jackson, full-time guy, and I've never released the reins to let people turn wrenches and do my setups and all that. But once Jeff came on, it kind of releases me to do more racing because I can concentrate on work during the week. I know my car's going to be spot on at the end of the week when we load up, and it's really freed me up to do more races, be more competitive, enjoy life a lot more.
Is there any way we could get a mini data tower for racing dirt that we could take with us all over and set up for some better internet signal?
Yeah, we can. You know, we have mobile cow sites is what they call them, sell on wheels, but you know, those are pretty expensive. And
do you say hell on wheels?
Sell on wheels,
okay.
Cell tower on wheels. Okay. Yeah, it's cow is what they call them. So yeah, we've done those for years for companies, but I don't know if you guys want to drag it around. It's a pretty heavy piece of equipment.
Okay, I guess we'll just stick with our Verizon card for now.